Ever since I started keeping the Grim Reaper as my pet, I picked up a habit. Before leaving home, I'd stick a pin refill in my door as a marker. One day when I got back, I found the pin refill snapped in half. I immediately knew someone had broken into my place. To avoid suspicion, I didn't say a word. I acted like everything was normal. Even when my pet tried to talk to me, I didn't dare respond, because I knew full well a team of detectives was watching my every move. The moment I talked to my pet, I had become their crime suspect, all because I had a notebook. If I wrote down someone's name, that person would die instantly. The detectives had been watching me for weeks. During that time, I had no suspicious behavior, and no one mysteriously died. But the lead investigator still believed I was the killer. He figured the only reason there were no murders lately was because I couldn't act while being watched. Once they stopped surveillance, the killing would start again. Just as the police were about to cancel the monitoring, another bizarre death occurred. The victim died of cardiac arrest, exactly like the previous cases. Everyone rushed to check the surveillance footage, only to see me casually munching on potato chips. It was the perfect alibi. The investigators started to wonder, had they gotten the wrong person? What they didn't know was, I'd hidden a phone and a piece of paper inside the chip bag. When they weren't paying attention, I quietly wrote down the target's name. The next second, that person dropped dead. This shocked the police to their core. They immediately suspected I was the mysterious mastermind. Just as the case hit a dead end, a woman suddenly called. She accused me of being the killer and claimed she had a way to make me confess. Turns out the woman's husband was also a cop who was killed by me during the investigation. To avenge her husband, she'd kidnapped my girlfriend. Then she announced her own name, forcing me to write it down. That way, she'd be killed by my power, and the police could confirm through surveillance whether I truly had the ability to kill. If I refused, she'd shoot my girlfriend right then and there. But I acted completely innocent, as if I had no idea what was happening. The police saw this through the surveillance and thought the woman's actions were too extreme. To ensure the hostage's safety, they immediately ordered officers to the scene. But the sound of police sirens alerted the woman. My girlfriend saw her chance and broke free. The woman instantly lost control, firing multiple shots at my girlfriend, killing her on the spot. She had originally wanted to work with the police to catch the killer, never expecting the victim would become my girlfriend. Seeing my devastated expression, the woman was consumed with guilt and ultimately ended her own life right there. Little did she know, this was all a script I'd written in advance. I knew all along the woman would come for revenge. To prevent future complications, I found the woman's real name in the church's marriage registry, then wrote in the death note that she would kill herself out of guilt for murdering my girlfriend. This way, I could use my girlfriend's death to gain sympathy, transforming myself from killer to victim. To me, my girlfriend was nothing more than a pawn. Just when I thought my plan was flawless, the detective suddenly showed up, holding that bag of chips. Clearly, my cover was blown.